How's it going, everybody? Super cold morning. Welcome to the channel, by the way. TexasQuadTip. That is me. That's who I be. That rhymed. Nice. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to be talking to y'all about... Am I covering the mic? Yep, I'm covering... No, I wasn't covering the mic. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so I'm going to be talking to y'all about all the chassis modification or suspension... I can't talk, it's super cold outside. I'm going to talk to y'all about the suspension modifications that I have on my car. It's not a lot, but I'll tell you what, for the budget that I have and what I paid for everything that's on the car right now, it's pretty reasonable. So I'll walk y'all through what I have for suspension wise, how much it cost, and pretty much how it's changed the car. So gonna do a final in a little bit, so once I get back, I'll either lift the car up or I'll just show you guys pictures of everything and I'll explain what I have. So start the video. Yeah, these cold starts are great. Oh man. Oh, it's so cold and you don't even have an interior. That's great. But anyways, like I said, don't know what I'm talking about now. Oh, but anyways, gonna go take a final. I'll be back. Probably gonna be in the garage next time you see the car. And I think that is it. So see you guys in a couple of hours. Great, so here we are in the quad tip. We are under or over some 2x6s to give it just a little bit of clearance. I don't want to lift the car up off the ground, but so I'll tell you all about it anyways. So in saying that, here we go with the first chassis or suspension modification, which is the BMR A-arm brace. And that's going to be located in the front of the car. And I will cut to over there right now in 3, 2, 1. So here we are under the car, and so that BMR A-arm brace is going to be this bar right here. This bar, out of all the modifications I have, this one was the least expensive and probably the most affordable one you can do. So within saying that, if you want to buy this mod, it is a supporting mod, so I wouldn't expect too much of a difference when you put this on. It does pick up somewhat of the sloppiness feeling up in the front, so it kind of pulls everything together nicely. Like I said, it's not a big difference that you feel, but it's definitely you know, something to have, you know, as extra support, you know. So I'll put the price and another picture up here of a clear one that you can see, one that's not installed right now, but I'll put a picture of one and the price so you can kind of gauge whether, you know, that's something for you or not. But essentially, just, you know, it's an A-arm brace. You got A-arm on this side and an A-arm on that side right there. And so there is another bar behind that one, which is a stock one, so you're pretty much doubling it up. So, you know, it tightens everything and it brings it together pretty nice. So I would say, you know, if this is just a daily car and you're not using it in race applications, although it would work for one, you know, if you just want to kind of beef up the suspension a little bit, kind of upgrade the daily drive, you know, this is definitely a mod you should do. So the next mod we have under here would be something that every single S197 05 to 09 actually S197 owner should do, either when they get their car or eventually when you rack up enough money to do it. But this is probably one thing that I should have done earlier, and that would be the outer and inner tie rods to replace them, because more often than not, you have a 05 to 09 Mustang, GT or V6, these things are rattling and it's annoying. So when you're going over little bumps, it sounds like this really loud metallic rattling or clunking. And for the longest time, I thought it was my control arms or the sway bar end links, and sometimes it could be those, but in my case, it was my inner tie rods. They were worn out like crazy. I went to AutoZone and got myself just an OEM replacement. You don't have to go crazy with it, although I'm sure there are enough aftermarket guys that can hook you up with some inner tie rods. Now with the outer tie rods, I don't know if you can see that, I went with aftermarket. And oh man, if I could remember the brand. I know I got them off American Muscle, and I would suggest for the outer tie rods either stock or aftermarket, or not aftermarket. If it's a project car and you're looking to modify it, or even if it's just stock, go with aftermarket. The range of adjustability for these things is incredible. So the brand that I got, if I could remember, which would be great, it comes with spacers, and you can see those right there. It comes with spacers to adjust the ride height of the tie rod. So if you have a lowered application, you can adjust those spacers and adjust the ride height of those things. Not the car, but of the tie rod. I would say I probably spent no more than $200. It's you're looking at 150 under with the combo here. So it's pretty affordable, and I would say, you know, your 05 to 09 Mustang owner, or even a 11 to 14 owner, those are still S197s. Definitely look into your inner and outer tie rods if you got some metal clunking noise coming in the front of your car when you go over bumps, because it's most likely that. But I would, yeah. So staying in the same general area that we are in, the next upgrade that I did are my sway bar end links. So like I said, I thought it was my sway bar end links that were giving me all that clunking noise, but it was not. It was the inner and outer tie rods. But the sway bar end links are, if I get my finger, that bar that's going up like that. And it's got that little bolt going sideways, and then this bar that's coming past the camera, that is your sway bar. So what the sway bar end links do, it connects the sway bar to your shocks. So you can see up there, that's where it goes, and then it goes right up there where it's illuminated into your sway bar. So these are the RTR sway bar end links, which means they are adjustable right there at that end and at the top as well. So you can adjust the length of the sway bar end linked, what the heck? Adjust the length of the sway bar end link. That's pretty tough to say. And it changes the angle of the sway bar if it's pointed more down or pointed more up. Now, I'm not too sure of the science behind it, but I believe it's the tension you're putting on the sway bar that kind of changes the feel of the car when it's turning or going over bumps. But this was a little more feelable in the mods that I've done, or the ones that I've gone over so far. These are the ones you can feel just a little bit. It's not a big difference, but since I have a stock sway bar and they're aftermarket sway bar end links, I don't feel much of a difference. So, you know, if you do go with the sway bar end links, get a sway bar with it, because that is going to dramatically change the way you drive. So again, RTR sway bar end links, and I believe, again, I don't know the prices of most of these things, so I'm just going to put, you know, all the prices up on the screen, and bing, there it is. So there's that. So RTR sway bar end links. Alrighty, so before we move on in the super dark garage, I don't know why I don't have the lights on. That's a first for me. Whatever. Anyway, before we move on, I'd like to show y'all something pretty cool. So my dad went to a dealership and he traded in his Raptor for this right here. Good lordy. So it's a 6.7 Power Stroke turbo diesel. And this thing is just beyond beautiful. I cannot, I'm speechless, honestly. So this appearance package is the all black appearance package. I don't know if it has a correct name for it. I really don't know, but it is so nice. It got our attention, and this was the only one. We could not stop looking at it. Like, even the shocks are black. Look at that. That is so amazing. But I mean, hey, if y'all want to see content on this beauty, hey, let me know and I will. I could even do a review of the truck. I mean, if y'all guys want to see that. But this thing is beautiful. Look how good it shines. That's a mirror. You see the camera too. Wow. That is amazing. And it has not been washed. We've had it about a week. And voice crack. Anyways, we've had it about a week, and oh man, this thing is just so clean. It's incredible. I've driven this thing, and good Lord, I believe it has 900 to the wheel and 480 horsepower. 900 to the wheel, that didn't make any 900 torque. I know it's a little higher than 900, but it's 900 foot-pounds of torque and 480 horsepower, I believe. So those are the numbers for this thing, but oh my goodness, it looks so good. So good. That's a mirror, look at that. Man, that's awesome. Looks so good. So now we move on to the back of the car. Wow, amazing. I turned the lights back on. That's great. Moving. All right, so here we are behind the car, and I forgot the flashlights, so dang it. So here we are behind the car, and the two modifications that I have are the BMR pen hard bar support brace. So this is the brace that braces the BMR pen hard bar. So self-explanatory. This is a big upgrade over stock, by the way. I did make a video of me installing this one, so if you have time, check that out. And underneath that, right here, we have the BMR pen hard bar. So out of all the modifications that I just showed y'all, this is probably one of the biggest ones. This one you can feel. So big upgrade over stock. This thing will help you out in the long run, side to side over bumps and high speeds, but don't tell anybody I told you that. But this one, out of all my chassis modifications, is one of my favorites, and it's super easy to do. I did a video over this one too, so again, if you have time, check that one out. These two are two separate videos, so two videos for this, and I explain what they're for. I don't say how much they are, but I will right here and right here. So they're both BMR. Pretty much all my stuff is BMR. BMR is a good brand if you're looking to upgrade your suspension. And you're also wondering that I don't have a rear sway bar. I don't know if that's the thing Ford did, but I do want to get the BMR Extreme Anti... One of my favorites. They make great products. So I would suggest to anybody, no matter what car, Chevy, Dodge, Ford, don't matter, get BMR. BMR are the best. I'm not being sponsored for this. I wish, but I'm not. But I mean, just save your time, get BMR, because they are great products, easy to install, and very affordable. So surprisingly enough, that's literally all I have for this car. I haven't done anything else. All I've done for the chassis or suspension, had a burp there. All I've done for the chassis or suspension, whatever, is the BMR A-arm brace, RTR sway bar end links, the inner and outer tie rods, aftermarket or stock, or OEM fit, I mean. The BMR pen hard bar, the BMR pen hard bar brace, and that's it, surprisingly enough. And honestly, if you are looking to upgrade your car and start modifying it, I wish I could have gone back in time and done my shocks and struts. Because honestly, it is one of the most costly you're going to do. What I'm going to get in the late future, very late future, super late future, mega late future, are some coilovers. What brand? I have no idea. But because I have the quad tips, I can't lower it that much. So I'm thinking coilovers and just keeping them around stock height. But since I can't bring the wheels to the fender, I'm thinking about bringing the fender to the wheel, if you know what I'm talking about. Pretty smart if you think about it. Not really, it's not that smart. But rolling the fenders and then kind of pushing them down a little bit, or getting a wide body kit and having them cover up, because these are pretty decent sized wheels. They're 18s, so there's that. But for future, I'm gonna get new control arms, new front control arms. There's end links, I believe. Well, that comes in the Extreme Anti-Roll kit from BMR. Rear control arms, front control arms, coilovers, and I believe that would be pretty much it that I want to do to the as far as suspension goes. I don't want to go too crazy. Definitely eventually want to get some drift knuckles on here, either custom or, you know, buy them from somebody who does custom work, which is the same thing I just said. Okay, gotta move the car real quick. Get it out of the shop, because my dad's gonna put that big old beast up in here. But as I was saying, woo, Lordy, screwed up real quick. Alrighty, now that I'm out of there, I'm gonna be back over here. So, man, the dash looks so cool because I got the V3 power booster, sprint booster. I got that hooked up, and it looks so good because it matches, the green matches the green of the speedometer, and the red matches the red of the needle. Ooh, hit a bump. Don't scrape, don't scrape. Okay, I did not scrape. Okay, yeah, McDonald's bag, whatever, I don't care. Anyways, so I forgot what I was saying before I had to jump in here and move the car. But anyways, if you're looking to mod your car, do the suspension first. I know you want to go fast. I know you want to get the car sounding real good. Do the suspension first. You'll thank me later. Just take my advice. I didn't do it first. I went straight to engine modifications. I did the air intake, the tune, the spark plugs, the wires, the distributor. I did everything. But I'm still stock high with aftermarket wheels, and that looks just so goofy. I know the quad tips are kind of like, they pretty much pick up the slack for it not looking that great. But definitely do the suspension first. Get those coilovers, get those drop springs. Don't cut the springs, please don't cut your springs. Get those drop springs, get those new performance shocks. Do that first before you do anything else. And when you do drop your car, get some adjustable tie rod end links, because that's going to help you with your alignment, and I'm pretty sure we all want to save some money on tires, right? So there's that. I know it seems like very little modifications for the Mustang, but it is, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not that much. It's literally just the cheapest things, not the cheapest things, but the most affordable aftermarket products there are for this car, as far as the run-of-the-mill basic stuff. Because BMR, they also make spherical bearings, which are the one step up of the versions that I have on my car. Like the BMR Panhard bar, the bushings there are polyurethane, and one step above that are the spherical. It's just a tighter feel. It's just an upgrade. And if you're not a big fan of hearing squeaking and screeching because of the spherical bearings, then don't get the spherical bearings. But if you're a race car wholeheartedly and you don't care about hearing about that, then go ahead and get the spherical bearings, because you're gonna love it. I wish I could have gone with the spherical bearings because my car is stripped out and it's so loud in here and everything squeaks anyway, so I might as well have just gone with the spherical bearings. But that's for another video. Maybe I might replace it and I might sell the one I got. But that's pretty much it. I don't know if I missed anything, but if I did, I'll just make another slide explaining something. But I think that's it for the video. Thank y'all for watching. I love the support. I mean, I really do love it. And you know, if you could watch the other videos, they're super cringy, but I mean, it's funny. Some of them are pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the guy laughing at my own jokes here. But thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time. Please throw down a like, do a burnout in your driveway, and y'all have a super good day.